Welcome to Art. I'm Art Nico, and this week we'll be learning about still lifes. That's when you draw or paint an object from real life. When you create it, you try to make the object look real. This week I chose fruits to draw because I love to eat healthy. What are you going to draw? To make our objects look realistic, we're going to pay close attention to what color they are in real life. That means we're going to match our colors to our object. So I have my apple, and I'm going to find my matching crayons. I have red on my apple. I have brown on the stem. I have yellow, green, kind of a lime green, if you will, and some darker green specks. So these are the colors that I'm going to use to make my apple look more realistic. Make sure you find matching colors for your object to make it look real. Did you pick your colors to match your object? Awesome! Now we're going to focus on the shape of our object. For example, my orange could be a circle or an oval. But don't get upset if you have a hard time drawing your object. If you already matched your colors, you did a great job. And I want you to practice holding your markers or your pencils and your crayons, and you can scribble away with your colors. And I'll be proud of all the marks you make. Let's get drawing. I have my orange, apple, and pear that I'm going to draw today. They're little, medium, and big. And I've got all my colors that I picked to match my fruit. So I'm ready to get started. I'm going to set up my fruit how I want to draw them. And then I'm going to use my eyes to look and see how they are. First, I'm going to draw my pear, which is green. And my pear, if I look at it, it starts round like a circle on the bottom. But then it gets smaller up top, like a oval. Wow, is that the shape of my pear? Now I'm the color in my pear, because it is green. But my pear's not only green, right? It has some other colors to it. It has brown specks and a brown stem. After I finish my green, I'm going to go back and I'm going to add my brown details. I fill in all the green for my pear. I wonder what color you are using. Are you coloring food? Or maybe you're drawing your favorite stuffed animal. I've got my green pear, so I'm going to add my brown stem. My stem leans to one side. And it looks like my pear has some brown lines that come out of the stem. So I'm going to add those too. I'm going to look, oh wow, I've got some spots too. Little speckles. So I'm going to draw on my pear where I see brown. So I can make my pear look like the real pear. Even got some scratches on it. Maybe I had a hard day at the grocery store. Awesome. There's another thing that I see on my pear. You might not see it, it's hard for you. But I see when my pear is sitting with the light above it, I see what I call a shadow. So we need to draw our shadows. My pear has a shadow that goes this way because my light source is coming down this way. If the light's over here, my shadow will be over here. I actually have a darker shadow and a lighter shadow on my pear. And then my next shape I have is my apple. My apple, it might be hard for you to tell, but it's round, but it's not perfectly round. I have one side that's a little taller. I'm going to draw it that way. I'm going to start with my red because my apple is mostly red. Now, is my apple taller or shorter than my pear? It's shorter. So I'm going to draw my apple shorter than my pear. Let's see. Is my apple all red? No, it's not. I've got some of that lime green in there by the stem. So I'm going to add my lime green in. And then I'll go back and I'll add my red. And after my red, I'm going to go back and I'm going to add some more green because I have some darker green speckles in my apple also. See how I'm paying attention to the placement of my colors on my apple? Just like how I see it. Add my darker green. Some of my places have dark green on my apple. Awesome. Then I also have my shadows. Just like on my pear. I've got one last fruit to draw. That's my orange. I've got my orange. My orange is kind of round. Short, stubby orange. And look, it's shorter than my apple. It also has a little stem, but it's much smaller than my pear and my apple stem. You see how my orange has some creases in it? I'm going to add those too. And then I have shadows from where my orange is sitting. Add those again. Awesome! I'm all done with my still life. Ta-da! Thumbs up, friends. Awesome work today, friends. I like how you use your eyes to look at your objects and draw what you saw. I can't wait to see your artwork. You can share it with me at msartnicolette or by email. I look forward to creating again next week with you. Adios!